What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast. This episode, Will, you know when we asked if we're ready or not?
You're still not ready.
I don't even have the fucking show notes up, so clearly I'm not ready. This is episode 383 for the week of March 30th, 2020. That's how this week's episode is. The FaZe Kaysan Showdown. Oh, I should restart that. The FaZe Kaysan Showdown post-show. My name is Josh, aka JK Fire. This week I'm joined by the man in the Cosmic Space Station hoodie. Haven't seen it in a while. Will, potentially jet-lagged Will, aka I, Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this Monday evening?
I'm good. I'm tired. Long day. Was on a 6 a.m. flight this morning. Been up since. Went to work. All that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm tired. Obviously not as tired as you are. Just late night last night. But it's okay. We're fucking here now.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
We do.
Speaking of which, Will, do you want to know what's on this week's episode of the show?
What do we got?
On this episode, tournament announcements. Grassroots may be the future. The DreamHack Open format has officially revealed, and it's fucking awful.
It's a doozy.
And our topic at the FaZe Kaysan Showdown post-show as well. So without further ado, Will, actually, before we do that,
okay,
I think we should do like a proper introduction here. For the new viewers out there, hi, we're HCS Pro Talk. We're your weekly Halo esports podcast. I'm Josh. That's Will. You can see our names at the bottom there in the broadcast if you didn't already see that. Yeah, we do this weekly. We do this typically every Monday, 7 p.m. Central over on our channel. And LVT reached out and he's like, hey, you guys want to fucking do something? We want to do something. We love doing something. And that's what we're here to do.
We're here to do something.
Something. Whatever this thing is, we're here to do it. So sit back, relax, join the chat if you haven't already. We're probably not going to be able to keep up with everything going on in both chats, but we'll do our best. And yeah, enjoy the show. And that's all I got to say. So now, Will, let's get into some competitive news. Draft tournament announcement. This is by Mythic Gaming. Our first draft tournament, Saturday, April 12th, if I can speak, 2020, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sign-up fee is $15. Double elim, best of threes until winners, losers, and grand finals, which are all best of 5, with a reset possible. That's important because we'll talk about that later. You can sign up at the link in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show, ! Show notes in the chat. In either chat, you can be in our chat or LVT's chat. If you type in ! Show notes, it'll take you right there. And 50% of sign-up fees go towards supporting their team, Mythic Gaming, at HCS Lands.
Yeah, I like that they're doing that. Kind of the Passion United draft tournament way. And I'm competing in this, so sign up. Let's have some fun.
Sign up and then get shit on by Will.
Nah, I'm going to get destroyed, but I'm going to try to have fun.
Nah, I think it sounds great. Also, to Louis and to Tools, I just want to state right now that you're right. The chat worked out fine. Everything is combined. It's on the broadcast appropriately as well, so shout out to you guys. Also, Haley, thank you so much for the raid. Holy fucking shit. Welcome, Haley Raiders. Hope you had a great stream. Thank you so much. And then also, Halt with the 17-month resub. You get a woo! Thanks so much. Also, Tybo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Greatly appreciated. All right. Mr. Will, I am.
Yeah.
Next up. A 1v1 showdown tournament has been announced. This is by the Booty Goons. They state, Booty Goons is hosting a 1v1 showdown tourney to celebrate the official launch of our website and merch. First 24 people to sign up will have a chance to compete for the $200 prize pool, which includes new Booty Goons merch. So, will you clap or get clapped? Find out on April 4th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next up, another Forge Hub tournament has been announced. This is by Forge Hub. Announcing our next Forge Hub tournament, now featuring a head-to-head format on Forge maps from the community, presented by none other than LVT Halo. Sunday, April 13th, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, $5,000 prize pool. We're not done with tournament announcements, Will.
There's a lot here.
Got a couple more. France LAN has been announced by Halo France. They state, it is with great pleasure that we announce our own Halo Infinite LAN event in 2025. June 14th and 15th at, it's in Strasbourg. I'm going to get the fucking name wrong. I'm going to pronounce it wrong because I'm not French. Will, actually, can you pronounce this?
Alsace Arena? Alsace? I don't know.
I love Alsace, you know?
Alsace?
Love Alsace. All right. PCs and screens are on site. You only need to bring your peripherals. Cash prizes up to 3,350. Is that euros?
Sure.
Yeah, whatever that symbol means. We're not cultured. And then player and visitor registration. The link is included in the Google Doc of the show. To the show! Show notes again in the chat. Jay Niners with the 2 months. You get a woo! Thank you so much. And then also, because I said I was going to do this, Queso with the 10-month resub to LVT Halo. You also get a woo! No, sub over here. You know what I mean? All right. Finally, the folks over at LVT Halo have provided us with a little something that we get to share with the folks out there. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce you to the We Love BTB and LVT Worldwide, Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305 Cup. Okay. Hit us over to the live reaction screen, Will. We got a trailer to show. Here we go. If it's loud, I'm sorry. That'd be me right there. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The We Love BTB and LVT Worldwide Cup has been announced. This is a 8v8, obviously, because what the fuck else would it be? 12 players max per team with 4 subs. So 8 players with 4 subs available. You cannot switch mid-series. Okay? It is a double elimination tournament. There is no entry fee. There is no prize pool. You'll be playing for fun. You'll be playing for the bragging rights and all that fun shit. And get fucking excited. And yeah, if you didn't pay attention there, that's this weekend. That's this fucking weekend. So, if you want to sign up for it, again, it's worldwide. If you want to sign up for it, ! Register in the chat. I saw LVT put it in there earlier. Go check it out if you haven't already. Dallas Snipes, thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciated. And then also, I think I saw something else happen over on the LVT side of things here. Thunder with the 2-month resub. You get a woo! There it is. Fuck. God damn it. Sid with the bits. Thank you so much, Sid. Greatly appreciated. Oh, the 200 bits. God damn. Thank you for the 200 bits. Also, Riz with the LVT sub. Woo! Fuck you, dude. All right. Let's see here. God, I'm trying to like swipe through multiple things. Well, it's hard.
Quit switching your screens.
I can't. Fuck. All right. Manuel, thank you. Or I should say Manuel, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Will.
Yes.
Women of Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Some maps.
Possibly coming?
Yeah, go ahead. What were you guys? Go ahead. You do it.
All right. Tweet by Jen. Without saying too much, Women of Halo has about 2 more of our maps done. I can't wait to show everyone.
So for those who do not remember, or if you want a little refresher, there was at Worlds last year, they had announced during their panel and everything that they have maps that are in development that are going to be used in their official tournaments. And yeah, sounds like a couple more are going to be on the way very soon here.
Awesome. Hoping, maybe they're up to par and can get into some matchmaking or be viable for some modes that we can all play.
And that
we
would
need
be
more
fucking
maps.
great.
We
I
need more
agree.
maps.
I agree. Oddball, perhaps? All right. I've been seeing a lot of this fucking shit online, okay? I feel like people didn't get the fucking memo. So let's reiterate for everybody at home. Just in case anyone forgot or didn't know, S&D Extraction is not and was not designed to be in HCS mode. This is by Tashi. In a reply to a tweet, he states, goal was to make a cool new ranked/competitive mode, and not necessarily something meant for HCS. If it works out great and people love it, then we can talk about HCS. But for what we've been planning, it is just a ranked playlist. Thanks for being in the show, Match. I'm excited to see how it all plays out. That was in response to Frosty. Okay? So there you go. I know that on an episode of ours earlier, in that fucking infamous Waypoint article, it did state that it was going to be within the HCS.
Yes, it did.
I'm curious if that article has since been updated, because it wasn't like a day after the fact or whatever. But Tashi continually is reiterating over and over again that this was not and is not designed for the HCS as of right now.
Yes. And it will be its own ranked playlist, not in Arena or any of the other playlists that's out there.
Correct. Does everybody understand that? Hopefully it does. Hopefully everyone does. Next up, Will. Shopify is planning for the future. This is by Jeremy Steves, the founder of Shopify Rebellion. And he states, quote, we put in a set of face-to-face glass-fronted tournament rooms in our Toronto HQ at the start of the year, with an adjacent dedicated wired broadcast room. After watching Kaysan's event, I'm thinking we're going to have to break that in with some Halo sooner rather than later. And then Royal One replied with, that was the GOAT set up at the boot camp last season before Worlds.
Interesting. All right.
All right. Speaking of planning for the future, Kaysan's doing the same thing. He states, normally I keep things I'm working on private, but my next cool event I want to make happen, MLG Anaheim next season. It's expensive, not easy, but going to do my best to make it happen. Maybe COD and Halo? We'll see. Same setups, same everything. I will try my best. And then Adam Apicella, in response to like the MLG Anaheim hype that was taking over the timeline, stated the following. Lots of chatter about MLG Anaheim. MLG Anaheim was dope. In 2006, it also started as our lowest attended event. After years of going back and building a community, it became our biggest event. The Anaheim Convention Center and the adjacent hotels are iconic venues and needs more. I think in general, venue location aside, esports needs more robust roadmaps leading into major events. Online leagues, weekly tournaments, ELO ladders, studio events, minors, all culminating in major events that culminates into a championship. We need to go back to thinking bottom up, not top down. Reciprocity between grassroots and pro level has become murky. If we want to recapture the golden age of growth, we need to reignite that two-way pathway.
I definitely agree with what he's saying with the pathway there. Have grassroots tournaments and more of those minors or whatever you want to call them mean something in the space.
Absolutely. And Tools is mad at me for not including this in the show. His reply, the one that I genuinely forgot I replied to, because Will, I'm going to put you on the spot, but I think you know where I'm going with this.
Okay.
What's the thing I've been harping on of wanting back in the scene for the longest time?
You want a pro league back.
I want a pro league back. And So there was a little back and forth there on the timeline because it was one of the things that I genuinely look forward to the most during the Halo 5 era was having those weekly determined matches take place. They were casted, they were analyzed, like everything was broadcasted. It felt so great to have consistent content week in, week out. You know the matches you were going to get. I mean, obviously it's kind of like what the CDL does right now. You know what I mean? It has their online matches leading into a major and shit like that. So I miss it. I miss it all the fucking time. And I am thankful that we typically have something going on every weekend, if not in an official capacity, then definitely in a grassroots capacity. But having those pro league matches happen during the week, every week, it always kept things front of mind. And I was talking to Tools earlier, and it's like, for me, it kind of adds to the storylines that happen throughout the year. You always have discussion points that could be taking place. And I am the biggest proponent of online doesn't fucking matter, but it would just add to the discussion, right?
Yes. Like you said, more casted matches, more things that can be analyzed, talked about. Queso brings up a point here in chat. A couple of them. He thinks Halo is in a better spot than the CDL with the open bracket, right? The open bracket being key. Mm-hmm. That division of challengers and pro in CDL does create some issues, I think. But on top of that, the pro league is kind of the same thing. It creates more division, right? Some of the amateur teams that we're seeing, some of the grassroots orgs wouldn't make it into pro league, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think there needs to be a little bit of a combination, possibly. More open tournaments that can build teams up, can highlight those amateur orgs, and then maybe have something with like the pro league where teams can break into eventually.
Queso adds on, and this is exactly where I was going to go with it as well, because this happened during the Halo 5 era, was relegation and promotion from to the pro league, maybe a D2. So relegation was a thing that existed during the Halo 5 era.
Yes.
Like I specifically remember Enigma 6 being one of the teams that was, sorry guys, but like we're consistently fighting within the relegation spot to guarantee themselves that pro league spot for that season. And so, yeah, I love the idea of maybe an expansion of that format that already existed, right? To put a little more emphasis on the open bracket, put more of the emphasis on the AM teams that are trying to make a name for themselves. And then when we had these regional finals, right? Fall finals, spring, summer, whatever it was. And at that point, you would have the regulation match and they'd happen on LAN.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have those top two teams that would come from like I'll say the open side, right? And they would come through and they would fight like the bottom two teams that were currently in the pro league and try to knock them out and put themselves in and just have that opportunity. And the fact it was on LAN, it's like, oh, this is fucking great. Because it just gives them even more of an opportunity and not have to rely on the online connectivity part of it all. So. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Greatly appreciated. And Fulcrum with the 21-month resub. You get a woo! Thank you, Fulcrum. Welcome back. Tool says, I just want to be able to have a fantasy league where the week-to-week counts. Shout out HCS Fantasy, by the way. We I shouldn't say me. It's my fault. I haven't done a good job on saying that we would try to include them like as a thing within the show.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, if you want to go ahead and sign up for this, feel free to. So I apologize. That's on me, genuinely. Also, LVT, you guys should get rid of that drop stuff because we don't have drops enabled right now. All right. Either way. So, Will.
Yes, this one.
Here we go. The DreamHack Open details are finally here. This is by the HCS. I'm going to read through the Waypoint article, right? The format and all that stuff, and then we'll include like a little recap at the end, and then we'll provide thoughts, okay? So, today we're sharing details for the HCS Open at DreamHack Dallas on May 23rd through the 25th, the second event of the 2025 season that will reward HCS points. Things are off to a hot start already, and we can't wait to be at DreamHack for what's shaping up to be one of the best HCS DreamHack events we've ever seen. So let's get into the details. Prizing. For the HCS Open at DreamHack Dallas, we'll be offering a $150,000 prize pool for the main 4v4 tournament and a whole slew of HCS points on the line, making this a critical stop on the HCS 2025 roadmap. As a staple at all of our live events, we'll be hosting a $5,000 free-for-all tournament, as well as more side events across various Halo games, totaling an additional $10,000 in prizing. Here's the format. It'll be a tried and true HCS event, Will.
Will it?
Tried and true.
About that.
With the normal 3 components. Pool play for qualifying teams, open bracket for any team to sign up and make it into pool play, and a championship bracket for the best teams from the pool play. Now, here's where we get a little more in-depth. We'll start with 48 teams in the open bracket. 48. Then, the top 2 teams will advance to pool play, which will feature, wait for it, 8 total teams. Now, maybe asking yourself, Will, 8 teams? Is each team going to have 2 teams in it? Is each pool going to have 2 teams in it? We're going to have 4 pools, right? How many pools do we have, Will?
We have 2 pools. 2. Just 2, man.
Pool play breaks down as follows. In Pool A, the number 1 seed will be the HCS Arlington Major champion. The number 4 seed will be the EU online qualifier winner. Pay very close attention here, folks. The 5th seed will be the North American HCS points, the next highest. And the 8th seed will be the DreamHack Open bracket from the loser's side, the team that comes from the loser's side. Okay? What about Pool B? Glad you asked. In Pool B, the number 2 seed will be the HCS Arlington Major runner-up. Okay? So the top 2 teams from Arlington get pool play spots. Makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that one makes sense. The 3rd seed will be the North American Online Qualifier winner. Okay. The 6th seed. Oh boy. The leader in EU HCS points. So I've done it a bunch. I'm going to do it again. 2 EU teams in pools automatically. And the number 7 seed will be the DreamHack Open bracket team that comes from the winner's side. As usual, HCS will be providing travel coverage for HCS partner teams and all teams that start in pool play. So, Will, that already kind of seems shitty.
Right. You're taking away more opportunities for teams to come through the open and make it into pool play.
Will, what if I told you got worse? Let's talk about tickets.
Yeah.
Since DreamHack hosts many different games and experiences outside of just the HCS, we've had to make some ticketing alterations. In other words, shit's more expensive. Here's how it all breaks down. General admission will be $99 per person. It grants access to the entire DreamHack event for all 3 days. Okay. What about that team pass? So a typical major costs $250. Okay, $250 for a team pass that includes all 4 players and a coach. Good to go. Well, for DreamHack, no. $300 per team. Includes 4 players and a coach. Grants access to the entire DreamHack event for all 3 days. There's where your extra $50 is going, apparently. So not only, Will, let's recap. A 48-team open bracket. $300 team pass, $50 more than majors. Still best of 3. It is still a best of 3 until the pool qualifying rounds, which is best of 5. And 2 teams will qualify for pools because there's only 2 pools. 2 pools. Only 8 teams in pool play. 2 spots are guaranteed from the EU. And the bottom 2 teams, you guessed it, are still eliminated from the tournament. Which means, let's put a fucking bow on this one, Will. That championship bracket. What if I told you you could get there and sign up and compete and maybe get in to a 6-team double elimination championship bracket?
I honestly don't understand this. I don't. I mean, think about it. If you start the 6-team champ bracket on Saturday, you could fucking finish the 6-team champ bracket on Saturday.
Hell yeah. 6 teams. 6.
It's more expensive, less chance of being able to compete. It doesn't make sense for anyone not in the top 6 teams.
I don't. So now, Will, obviously the format's awful. Like, not to put lipstick on a pig, but like it's genuinely bad.
It is. I'm not a fan.
Obviously, we don't know. We don't know the logistics behind everything.
True.
It sounds like, and this is an assumption. Typically, I don't like to make assumptions. It sounds like it could be a space issue. I don't know, but it is crazy. The thing that boggles my mind, we know it's not a major, right? We fully understand that this is not a major.
Yes.
The expectation was never that this is going to be a major. Our expectations were already lowered, okay? Based off of what Tashi had said officially, based off of what was hinted at, right? Our expectations were already kind of in line. But I think my expectations were, less teams in an open, okay,
yeah,
right?
Can understand that.
But you'd still have a 4-pool situation. You'd still have your traditional double elim with 12 teams because the bottom 4 will be eliminated.
Right. And
you keep the $150,000 prize pool. Whatever. The thing that boggles my mind is that I've said this in Discord and I've said it in general. I'm like, I am genuinely surprised that this just isn't an invitational. I'm genuinely surprised that they didn't have the fucking however many teams that you want to have there, whether it be the top 8 from Arlington that are guaranteed spots, and then you have teams that are invited elsewhere, whatever it is, whether it be 8, 12, or 16 teams. I'm just fucking unbelievably surprised this just wasn't an invitational. Because on the one hand, Will, I could sit here and be like, well, at least we have something, right?
Yeah.
It's back at DreamHack. All 3 titles are going to be there. CS, COD, and Halo are going to be under one roof. That genuinely is really fucking cool. But at the same time, when the potential experience, and I say potential because we don't know, we're not there, we haven't seen it. And I'm not trying to fucking blow smoke up people's asses. Let's be real. This format's awful. But the potential for a not great experience, and the fact that the thing that we haven't mentioned yet, and it probably has been brought up in chat already, is think about how many partnered teams are going to be in open bracket. You have the top 2 teams from Arlington are there no matter what. Okay?
Let's just run off the Kaysan event, right?
Yeah.
So then let's just say Shopify and Optic, they're already.
Yep. So then you have the most points, which would be either FaZe or SSG.
Yep.
And then you would have, what is it? The qualifier winner? I believe. Yeah, the North American qualifier winner, which would probably be FaZe or SSG, depending. So those 4 teams are more than likely going to be the 4 teams that are in the pools. Every other partner team, every other pro team is going to be playing through the open bracket. How does that feel if you're an AM team that are trying to go there?
Mm-hmm.
Because on the one hand, like one of the things that we've said, right, is like if you want to beat the best, you have to compete against the best, right? But if you're paying $300 plus flight plus lodging to get stomped round one potentially, like it, oh my God, that just feels awful. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I was thinking about going to DreamHack until this format came out. And I've seen the same from other people. Teams not going to this one. Friends reconsidering if they're going or not. It's just kind of a bummer, you know?
Yeah. Xerxes says ANZ guys ain't showing up anymore. Oh, no.
Oh.
But no, like, seriously, it sucks. It fucking sucks. Like, I look at this and I'm like, what are we... How does that entice anybody to take the time and the money to go and try and compete when you have a 1 in 2 chance to make it into pools? Because there's only 2 pools. There's 2 teams come from open bracket. That's it. Think about it. You're more than likely TSM, Complexity, Cloud9, Luminosity. Why am I forgetting names? I'm sorry. I apologize. Like, there's so many top talent teams out there, and you only have 2. They're going to make it through. Like, that's crazy. Quick Fuse, I agree. I truly believe it should have just been an invitational. Obviously still keep it at DreamHack. That's a given, right? Because then you actually have the spectators there. Make it, God forbid, I'm surprised that obviously the emphasis is that they want to try to keep, like, with the open format, like with the open bracket ecosystem, right? They want the ability for teams to be able to sign up and compete and try to make a name for themselves and make it through. So on that front, I can understand why they didn't do an invitational. But the global invitational format was already right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had 2 of them. And frankly, I think they went over pretty well. It's so weird. Like, I was really excited for the details to come out because everyone was kind of waiting on the edge of their seat for it. And then for it to hit with that much of a fucking dud, you know? I'm kind of dumbfounded, to be honest. I don't know if this is too harsh, Will. I don't know if this is too harsh, Will, but when I read it and I looked at, like, when I opened up the rules for the event, right? And I found out that, oh, it's only 2 pools. Oh, even the bottom 2 teams are eliminated. So it's a 6-team double elimination bracket. I'm not kidding. It genuinely felt like a slap in the face. Like, we've never had this before.
We're just getting less Halo all around.
We've never had it this quote unquote bad before. I've never seen a format like this ever. And we've been following the scene. We've been doing this show for 7 years, but we've been following the scene longer than that. I've never seen a format this bad before. I just don't know. I just don't know. The DreamHack police are going to come to you, come for you for sassing the format? Nah, it'll be all right.
I mean, to play devil's advocate, don't know space constraints, time constraints, what they have.
Exactly.
But for a Halo event that was kind of on the roadmap, this feels less than what it should have been.
Yes, even for what they're labeling as an open, it still just feels less than that. It feels like they're getting away. And again, we've never had a format like this before, ever. It just feels like they're getting away with a bare minimum here. And saying, well, at least we give you something. King. Yeah, it's just for DreamHack. This is not the way it is for the other events. The other events are majors. Traditional format for majors. You don't have to worry about that. This is literally just for the DreamHack Open. Beef. I'll give you the rundown real quick because I have it right here. For DreamHack Open, 48 team open bracket, a $300 team pass, which is $50 more than traditional. Still best of threes until the pool qualifying rounds, which is best of 5, and 2 teams qualify for pools because there are only 2 pools, not 4. Only 8 teams in pool play. 2 spots are guaranteed from the EU. The bottom 2 teams are still eliminated from the tournament. So if you place 4th in your pool, you're gone anyway. And it's a 6-team double elimination championship bracket. Again, it just feels like a slap in the face. Captain Mo, thank you so much for the 20-month resub. You get a woo! Greatly appreciated. And Fears and Redneck Randy. Thank you guys for the follows. Greatly appreciated. Redneck Randy. What do you think? What do you think here? I'm dumbfounded, Will. I don't know, dude.
No, same. I've said it. Like, I don't understand. There's got to be something going on in the background we don't know about. Even with the time constraints, it's still a 3-day tournament. You'd think you could pull off what you do at a major to some extent, or more than what we got here. It was a bummer to see for me.
I understand, like, my hype was high.
Yeah, a lot of people's were.
Yeah, but like I said, our expectations were in line because we knew it wasn't a major. But to be hit with this, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, and I don't want to get shit twisted here because at the end of the day, we're going to see great Halo being played no matter what, especially at the top, right? That's a given. But it's the way we get there. It's the way we're getting to the pools, to getting into the championship bracket. It just feels so fucking bad. T-Dog says, I feel like the communication has been off since the game started. Not surprised. In some instances, yeah. It's a critique that I've had for years, that the HCS communication as a whole and the studio's communication as a whole has been very lackluster.
I mean, you can even drill that down to the fact we get updates from either Tashi's tweets or whoever decides to tweet that day about something going on. There's no single stream of communication.
I've had my rant about that many an episode. And it's literally the reason why we've had a Tashi's Tantalizing Tidbits segment on the show. Is because of that.
Yeah. You go find the random tweets that provides further context or information out there.
It's just crazy, dude. It's crazy. All right. With that, Will, I think that's it for some competitive news. Which means, what do we got next? Rostermania!
A couple pieces of Rostermania here. First off, we're going to start with Passion United. They released Bigabaloo. Sounds of it, some personal reasons couldn't compete at Arlington, so they are looking for a 4th.
Indeed.
And then there were rumors swirling about this one for a while. And
we don't need to play coy with it anymore.
No, exactly. So yes, the FaZe native roster was supposed to be a thing. FaZe and Native was supposed to go into the 2025 HCS season together with the team. Due to the Native Envy merger, the deal with FaZe for the Halo team fell through, leading to FaZe to keep the team themselves. And delaying the announcement of the team, really.
Yes.
Until the point that it did.
Correct.
Everybody knew forever that was going to be the FaZe team, but this FaZe Native deal basically started. Then the Envy merger came in.
Yep.
FaZe Native then fell through. Seems like it was a bunch of chaos, in my opinion.
Yes. And there's Michael.
Hey.
Welcome, Michael.
What timing?
Right? Perfect timing. So yeah, it was supposed to be a thing. Didn't end up being a thing. This was, now that the cat's out the bag, this is the thing that I had kind of hinted at months ago. Right? Is that there was something that we've never seen before in the HCS space. Two organizations coming together to fund one team. And it didn't end up happening anyway.
Yeah.
It didn't end up happening fucking anyway. God damn it.
Yeah, I was excited to see what this was going to be. Potential in-game skins with both Native and FaZe. What the promotion would look like behind the team.
So obviously we can't share details on that because that is not, that's not public. So, yes.
Just saying. We know there's going to be skins coming for all the partner teams year 4.
Mm-hmm.
There could have been a lot that came from a partnership like this, and we just don't get to see it.
Yeah, fuck you, Michael. I like chat saying that. That's great. The Spartan Knight, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Greatly appreciated. All right, Will.
That's it for Rostermania.
Which means it's time for your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombat.com. Check out noobcombat.com for all your Halo esports needs. Tuesday, April 1st, which is today, HRL Recreational FFA Finals is taking place. On Wednesday, April 2nd, we have the Halo Rec League Mixed Finals. And on Thursday, April 3rd, we have the Halo Rec League Pre-Made Finals. For those who don't know what Halo Rec League is, you should go check it out. Think about it like a beer league, but for Halo. And as you clearly saw, you can have a pre-made team, and they have divisions, right? So you can have a pre-made team with ranks. You could have a mixed team with ranks. You could do FFA if you like to. So yeah, go check out Halo Rec League. It's fucking dope. Big fans. And we have a lot of the Pro Talk community participates as well.
Yeah.
We both have participated.
We have.
Yes. I got dicked on, but, comes with the territory. What's up, High Roller? Welcome. All right. Will. I'm going to say it slow so I don't fuck this up again.
Okay.
Well, actually, that's it for your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombat.com. Check out noobcombat.com for all your Halo esports needs. It's time for Scrim, Tournament, and League recaps. Will, what do we got?
Just one before we get into the big one.
Oh, shit.
What we're all here to talk about, the Kaysan Showdown. We'll start with the Forge Hub 2v2 5K results. In third place, we had Ink, which was suppressed and falcated. Second went to Yin and Yang, which was Avicii and Yaxon. And first went to Exceed, which was Looney and Evolving.
Hell yeah.
So congrats.
Congratulations.
And that's it for Tournament and League recaps.
Thanks, Will, for going through those.
Yeah.
All right.
Topic of the show.
The FaZe Kaysan Showdown post-show. Let's talk about it. Will, I guess before we talk about things a little more in depth, do you want to go through the results here of what we got? It was 4 teams.
4 teams. Fourth place went to FaZe. Did the prize pool breakdown not make it?
No, it did not. I think it was said that
it was 5K for fourth.
I think first was 25K, right?
First was 25
yeah.
Or 50. No, it was 50 total.
Correct.
25. Anyway, FaZe took fourth. SSG took third. Second went to Optic again. And first went to Shopify.
I love how you had to just get that jab in there too.
I'm going to say it every week. Can't buy first.
All the Optic fanboys are fucking coming after us now. Just like, you see what fucking happened to Swole Daddy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. He disturbed the nest.
Yeah. He kicked it. He straight up kicked it.
Oh my God. I love him. Also, Reckoner, shout out for the fucking LVT 11-month resub. You get a woo! There it is. All right. What's up, Tom? Welcome back. Good to see you, buddy.
Yo.
Tiger Tom, ladies and gentlemen. That's Lucid's dad, for those who don't know. Genuinely. Lucid's dad. Okay. Let's talk about this shit. Will, before we talk about, series and stuff.
Yeah.
I got to get this out there.
Oh, you were right? Is this a you were right moment?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, and you're new here, we give predictions for the LAN events that take place over the course of the year. And the running joke is that predictions are always wrong. Okay? Well, let me just say, we're kicking 2025 off with a fucking W. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I was right! I fucking knew it! That SSG were gonna beat FaZe. And then I fucking knew it that they'd lose right after that. And that's exactly what happened. So I was 4 for fucking 4, baby.
You were 4 for 4. I took a chance thinking FaZe. My thought process here was FaZe was playing Optic closer than SSG were. So I thought FaZe might slide into that third spot, but just didn't happen. Sorry to doubt you, SSG. Learned my lesson.
I'm in your fucking corner, guys. Don't worry. Never doubt. Did you see what I did to fucking Swole Daddy in Discord? I did the fucking Chiefs hashtag never a doubt.
Oh, no. No.
Oh, yeah, baby. Never a doubt. Where's the confetti? That's a great fucking question. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Woo! That's from Worlds last year. Oh, my God. We did it.
You kept confetti?
Yeah. I kept confetti from last year and the year before.
Well, shit, okay.
Yeah. Get a little scoop off the ground, put it in my pocket. Because I've got one scoop in my pocket. And it's going to be put in the studio. Karaoke time, ladies and gentlemen. Reckoner, welcome over to this side. Oh, my God. Also, thank you so much for taking the time to watch, Reckoner. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Did any of you get the cum from Arlington? Yo, the fucking cannons? Cream cannons, dude. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yo, Redneck Randy. With the fucking red versus blue. Little reference there. Appreciate that. All right. I mean, you know how many shirts this guy buys and you're surprised about confetti?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Speaking of which, we've been told they have a few left in some pretty big sizes. So if you haven't gotten your LVT community grassroots shirt yet and you want to get your order in, you have to go over to LVT's chat and type in !merch. Go check that out. Go check that out. And we're going to share a little bit more information for you in regards to a little LAN exclusive variant at the end of the show. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm getting a call from Billings, Montana. Guess who's not answering that? This guy. Decline that shit. These fucking spam calls are crazy, dude.
It's been getting worse and worse.
Oh my God. It really has. Bots on Twitter have gotten worse. Spam calls are getting worse. Who would have thought? Not me. All right. Let's talk about some series here, Will.
Yeah.
Winners semifinal. Shopify went up against SSG.
It sounds like Shopify got to pick who they played.
Correct. They did.
Because they won the Open, right? Or the qualifier? Was that how it was determined?
Chat, do you guys know how it was determined why they got to pick? It's because they're number 1 seed going into Arlington? That'd be my guess, right? That'd be the guess. Correct?
Grog
Thank you, Grog.
Correct, yeah.
Thank you very much. Also, Grog, welcome back. Good to see you. Hippo, right? I'm fucking telling you, man. They better not call my ass. All right. So Shopify went up against SSG. Like, not to be the asshole, but clearly this was the correct pick. They've had their number consistently in the online opens and whatnot.
Yeah.
And Shopify are obviously one of the best teams going into this. So it makes sense that they picked SSG as their first matchup. And they did win. Because who would have fucking thought? Yeah, this is no offense to SSG or anything like that. I'm still in their corner. I'm not doubting them yet. Yeah, I don't think there was anything out of the ordinary here. SSG did what they could. Shopify were just stronger coming out of it. So, what are you going to do? Yes, because they had the 1 seed. Perfect. Just Dad's Twitch. I don't know how to react to this. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Jesus Christ. Fucking only dads. You know, fuck this OnlyFans shit. How about only dads? We'll get Toe Talk going, and then we'll get only dads going. All right, shout out the dads out there. What? Okay. God. The other winner's semifinal match, if you want to fucking keep talking about Halo, Optic went up against FaZe. You want to guess who won that one?
I think we all know. It was Optic.
Way to ruin the surprise. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I was kind of expected. Okay, loser semifinal, though. SSG went up against FaZe. SSG did eliminate FaZe from the tournament. They beat them 3-1. In the after series interview, Lucid was on the couch with Bravo and Onset, and he kind of went into detail, obviously, based off the questions that were asked and whatnot from the two amazing gentlemen. Thoughts on the series, thoughts on where they're at right now, where they want to be, so on and so forth. And yeah, he basically just goes on to say that there were games that we probably should have won a lot earlier. Things happened. It is what it is. They're obviously learning as things go on. They're getting better as time goes on. And they won the games that they needed to. They win the series. They send FaZe home. This was my biggest question mark going into the event. Okay?
Yeah.
Because when we gave our just off the cuff predictions, right? My question going into it was going to be, they have all world champions on their roster. Okay? They know what it takes to win. They have the skill set to do it. But the concern is, to me, based off what I've seen, they just aren't fast enough yet. I feel like Shopify and Optic specifically, because a lot of people are making the comparisons between those two. I feel like Shopify and Optic specifically are just faster. They get setups faster. They break setups faster. They're able to get to where they need to go faster. They're more ferocious. They're just fucking faster on the map.
Yeah.
And once they get that pressure applied, you guys can watch it. You see it happen all the time, right? If you get a team in a spawn rotation, good fucking luck. Good fucking luck stopping them. And that's what it feels like happens time and time again when SSG are playing Optic and Shopify. Okay? They were able to get the upper hand against FaZe in this event. And again, I'm not counting them out, nor will I probably ever count them out. And I said it before and I'll say it again. For me personally, Will, Arlington is the first test. The FaZe Kaysan event, 4-team invitational, right? Kind of get people getting their feet warm again, playing on LAN. Not all the teams are there. The prize money is not up to what a major is. 50 grand's nothing to fucking scoff at, but you know. So my expectations were, okay, let's see where the teams are at right now. Let's kind of get a feel for this. As of right now, yes, I still believe that Optic and Shopify are a step up. Okay? Does that mean I'm counting a FaZe, I'm counting Space Station out of anything? Fuck no.
Yeah.
Fuck no. We still have 2.5 weeks until Arlington anyway. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Will, I have another thought, but I'm going to stop. What do you got?
I agree with your point. Shopify and Optic do just move faster. Decision making seems faster. Like you said, breaking setups, getting setups going. It just seems to be on a higher level. Not to say that SSG can't get there, because I believe they can. Some things might have to change. I liked Lucid's confidence on the couch, though, being like, look out for us, right? Like we talked about it before the show.
Would you like me to read it here?
Go for it.
Okay, so again, during the after series interview where Lucid was on the couch with Bravo and Onset, they asked the question basically of like, hey, what are our expectations, so on and so forth. And Lucid, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, like there's a chunk that's not included here because I'm not going to type it all out, but here's what he said. Quote, "We're just going to keep getting better. I'll just say it now. Every team, you guys watching now, just keep an eye on us. We're so close and so many should be winning so many more. Just be scared for what's going to happen whenever we tighten up." There you go.
Yeah.
So clearly he has the confidence in the team, which is great. Like you said, it's great to have the confidence in the team, because if you don't, then what the fuck is the point?
Yeah, what are you doing?
The other thing I wanted to add here, Will, and the thing that kills me, and I know some of the discussion was happening in not only our Discord, but I saw it on Reddit as well, because of fucking course it's Reddit. To anybody out there, and I'm not going to name names because some of them are great people. I don't want to name names. But to anybody out there that is genuinely saying that SSG should consider a team change post Arlington or whatever, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? They don't need to. Okay? This isn't a situation. This isn't a situation of Renegade being done on Cloud9 and going over to play with the FaZe guys. This isn't that. Just stop it. Just fucking stop it. Guys, that Kaysan event wasn't even a roadmap event. The LAN season has not technically started yet.
We got an exhibition match.
And we're already talking about SSG making a team change? What the fuck are we doing? Guys, I get it if you want to blow online performances out of proportion. I understand. Okay? Because you don't have anything fucking else to talk about. So you're going to look at an online performance and be like, these guys scrim like shit. They're bad. No! That's not the case. They don't need to make a fucking team change. Okay? Stop it. Yes, I will agree with you on this. If you want to make the argument that the play style is completely different than an Optic or a Shopify, yeah, it does feel like the play style is different. Shopify and Optic, like I said, are just simply faster on the map. They're able to get you 2 dead and take that momentum and basically roll with it throughout the entire game. And keeps SSG, keeps FaZe on their back heel the entire time. You've seen games during that event where literally SSG could not get anything going. They couldn't stay 3 up at a time. Like, they just kept going down over and over and over again because the pressure was on them the entire time. Does that mean I'm counting them out? Does that mean they need to make a team change? Fuck no. Fuck no. Come on. Stop it. I'm just dumbfounded. Like, people jump to conclusions so fucking fast in this scene.
You know, yeah. I kind of like what Rasta says about it, though. It's the passion getting a hold of people, right? They're seeing the first LAN event, not HCS LAN, you know, first exhibition LAN of the year.
Yes.
And they're getting hyped about the season. Now, to tell a team to make a team change after an exhibition event, it is too far out there.
Yeah.
Just wait. If Arlington comes and SSG do not improve, maybe there can be a discussion there if something's not clicking. Right? But again, then it's only one LAN event.
Again, I'm never counting them out of anything. And this was LAN practice for these teams. And we saw SSG beat FaZe, right? Which is a step closer to where obviously they want to go. Okay. Tiger Tom says, yeah, Lucid has complete confidence in this squad. I, for one, have confidence in his vision and professionalism. These guys are just warming up.
There you go.
Obviously, that's his dad, but still, you'd hope that your dad has confidence in you. But still, I agree. As long as they believe in each other, and as long as they're continually putting that work in, like we know those players can and do, then I have the confidence in them as well. Like, they literally are, guys. I think people still kind of fail to understand here that all of Optic and all of SSG are all world champions in Infinite. All 4 players on both those squads are world champions in Infinite.
Yeah.
Shopify has 2 of them. Okay? And 2 of the best young guns in the fucking game. FaZe has 1 of them. And also some of the best guns in the game. Like, I agree that Shopify and Optic do look a step above. I'm not here to argue that. Like, that is obvious. You watch it happen. There is pure dominance on both sides of that play. Duh. But I'm also here to say, fucking use your eyes. Just crazy. Oh my God. But am I going to sit here and say that, SSG are going to fucking win Arlington? No. I don't think they will. No offense to them, but I don't think they're going to win Arlington. Frankly, I still think Shopify will. You might be with me on this, but our preseason predictions?
Yes.
I'm still keeping Shopify on this.
Yeah. You have a point down below, which we'll get to.
Sure.
But Shopify is just looking scary. Royal 2 and Frosty are back. The 2 young guns performing the way they are. It's a scary squad.
So I have here that Halo 5 MVP Frosty is back.
Yeah. He's back in form. And
dude,
if it keeps going this way, he should have MVP locked up. Honestly.
Oh, yeah. I was talking about it in the Discord like during the event, and it honest to God feels like they recoded the sniper, that when it goes into his hands, it reverts back to Halo 5 sniper, where he's no-scoping like fucking nothing. He literally makes it look effortless. Like when Steph Curry shoots 3-pointers, and the whole joke on like the Inside the NBA show is that he makes it look effortless, right? Frosty literally makes sniping look effortless in Infinite.
Yeah.
He's flicking like nobody's business. He's getting no scopes like nobody's business. He literally looks like he's back in his element, like he was in MVP form in 5.
Oh yeah. If he gets a sniper on Origin, it's over for you.
Dude.
It's his playground. It's Frosty's playground.
Oh, on live fire as well. Just good luck. Good fucking luck. Stouffer, Lights and Lights, thank you guys for the follows. Greatly appreciated. And Rasta with the 12-month resub, you get a woo! Thank you so much for the resub.
Right sin, Frosty gets his head tilt going. Oh, it's over.
Dude, it's just stupid. He's so good, man. And all these players are so fucking good. But like when you see that sniper in his hand, it reminded me kind of like Stellar last year.
Yeah.
Right? You put the sniper in his hand, it's over. Like the duel that him and Mental had on Forbidden, I think. Like Forbidden CTF, and they'd be like trading snipes back and forth basically, Stellar and Mental. It reminds me of that. And the other thing is, I've been seeing a lot of comparisons between Shopify and Optic in terms of like them two consistently being the 2 teams in grand finals this year potentially, and like how this compares to previous top 2 teams throughout HCS, throughout MLG and stuff like that. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The way that Shopify and Optic are playing right now, literally right now, the way they're playing reminds me of how fast Splice was at the end of 5. That is literally the exact same vibe I'm getting. That they're just too fast for you on the map. And they will overwhelm you and you won't be able to get out of it. And I know that we've seen a lot of snowballs happen on Solitude, but it doesn't even need to be on Solitude, man. So and the fact that it gives me that vibe again, that's what makes it scary for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Frosty's been like unleashed or unlocked again.
Yeah. Old School says, when Shopify Rebellion was announced, did people think they were going to be a top team? I know I heard when OG announced theirs, people thought it was a God Squad. Well, that's the thing, Old School, is that Optic is a God Squad. Literally all 4 world champions. 2 won last year. 1 won the world the year before that, and Formal won the year before that. Literally all 4 world champions, and Formal got the players that he wanted. This was the roster that he wanted. Plain and simple. It is a legitimate God Squad. In regards to Shopify, hell fucking yeah. When you have 2 of the greatest players to ever do it in Frosty and Royal 2. What?
Oh, go ahead. I'm just thinking.
When you have 2 of the greatest players to ever do it in Frosty and Royal 2, and then you add 2 of the greatest young stars maybe this is too early to say like ever seen, but definitely an Infinite, and they make a squad, yeah, they were easily considered a top team.
I think it was more when things first got announced, it was more Optic SSG talk.
Sure.
And then I think as we saw Shopify perform and get over that like Sunday curse, right?
Yep.
They actually won some online stuff and now a LAN event. Exhibition event. I got to put the asterisk on it a little bit.
Sure.
People are seeing what they can truly be. And after FaZe's performance last season, I think there was some questions with that team breaking up how those players would perform.
Sure.
So I do think Optic SSG were like the front runners coming out of Rostermania, and Shopify has boosted their stock value here.
I can understand that. I just think like when you and I had heard the teams, right? And then when that rumored the FaZe native stuff, it was I know it was technically late, but like there's a reason why the last episode was titled The Big Four.
Mm-hmm.
Because yes, while it does feel right now that Shopify and Optic are kind of a step above, like because of the talent on all 4 of those teams, I'm not going to put it past any one of those 4 to win.
Oh, 100%.
Plain and simple.
At this point, yeah.
So yes, they were always considered a top team. But yes, the question was, right, Will? The question was, can they actually finish it?
Yeah.
Because that was like you said, the Sunday curse. They just couldn't win a fucking series on a Sunday.
Right. And, they bring in 2 world champs. And obviously, you guys see what's happened, what it does. So.
To the audio listeners out there, I'm going to fuck with you for a minute. Shout out the Foreskin in the chat. What's up, Freezy? Welcome back. Arbiter, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. And Dopey with the 33-month resub. You get a woo! Thank you so much for the resub. Greatly appreciated. Freezy, that was so fucking good, man. That April Fool's tweet was so good. Holy shit. So good. All right. Should we talk about it?
The format. Oh, here's the part. Here's the thing.
So, how about that format? Grand Finals being a single best of 7 instead of the traditional double elim format of the team from winners having the series advantage. Legend in a since deleted tweet said, 0 advantages when you win winners finals. Can't even choose your side. I've never witnessed that before. And then Formal in a non-deleted tweet says, don't know what the point of us winning winners finals was if we don't get an advantage in grand finals. Eyes forward to Arlington. Okay. Can definitely understand the frustration because the traditional format has always been team that comes from winners gets a series advantage going into the grand finals.
Yes, and they do get to pick their side.
So when did teams find out about this change to the traditional format, you might ask? Well, couple different answers for you. First and foremost,
5 minutes.
Thank you. I see that. It'll be 3. Oh, yeah, Tools, I understand. All good, all good, all good. Tools, do you just want to run it now then? Well, let's have Tools run it now. I think it'll be easier because that way we can actually get to this. So just to give folks a heads up as to what is actually going to happen here. LVT have to run an ad break on their channel. So that is what they are going to do. Again, this is an obligation. They have to do this. This isn't like we don't run ads. So this is on them. No offense to LVT. They're great, but they need to keep the lights on too. So they're going to run a 3-minute ad break. If you don't want ads, you can come jump over here if you feel free, but we'll wait for the 3-minute ad break to be over. And then we'll jump back into the rest of what's actually going on so people don't miss what's going on. Yeah.
Perfect.
Go ahead. Hell yeah.
I'm sorry, I need a restroom break.
No, you're good, man. You hit up that bathroom. Go smack that shit for me. When in doubt, rub one out, chat. You know what I mean? For the new viewers out there, there's context to what the fuck I just said. People are not going to understand the context. That's fine. I was going to say, it is not... You guys yell at LVT. Okay, I know that we're co-streaming right now. You go make fun of their asses. We don't run ads over here. No, sir. Is the Pro Talk LVT thing a permanent thing? Not yet. Not yet. But there could be discussions after this, depending upon how both of us see things going. Cajun Spice, y'all got ads? Nope, not over here. Arbiter, Tenny, and Hyper DGAF. Thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the live show. Didn't realize I was in the wrong stream. Too funny. Got to run. Hey, have a great night, Tom. Thank you so much for being here. And good luck to the boys this year. Seriously, we're never counting them out. Just like we're never counting FaZe out. We're never counting Shopify. We're never counting Optic out. We're never counting SSG out. Talent is there. Talent is too good. Just need to make sure everything is locked in. Guys will be just fine. Guys will be just fine. You guys have a Patreon? We do, Mr. Chief. We do. Seeking refuge from the ads, welcome. Welcome, welcome. And again, I'm throwing shit at LVT. Like, we love them. They're great. They obviously need to run ads. They're partnered. They have obligations to meet. It's perfectly understandable. But yes, traditionally, we don't run ads over here. So there you go. Triggers down top 4, I still believe. Games, those are the takes we're here for, man. Those are the takes we're here for. I don't agree with it, but we're here for those takes. All right? We're here for those takes. God damn. The clip of Royal 2 flipping off the other booth and last shot looking over and then deciding to do it as well made me laugh. Deadline, that was really funny. That was really fucking funny. God damn. Tools, just let me know when the ad break is over. Also, just want to give a shout out right now as well. I'll give a shout out later on in the show too. But to all the new viewers here, welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to check us out. I'll just say it up front. I know I'm not for everybody. I know I can be a little over the top, can be a little loud. I get it. I fully understand it. Will standing over there smiling at me. We're having a good time. But no, if you're taking the time to check us out, thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated. Shout out LVT for giving us the opportunity to even do something like this. They reached out to us. They're like, hey, you guys want to make something happen? Fucking here we are. Greatly appreciated. It's awesome. Thoughts on Luminosity top 6? I can... Oh boy. Oh boy.
It's a possibility.
I can see it. Because we need to keep in mind here, right, that we have Ether Gaming from LATAM, who are really fucking good. Might get flack for this. I don't fucking care. I still don't think Complexity are there. I'll wait for Arlington. I say it for every team. I'll wait for Arlington to really assess at that point. But I'm very, very scared about that. Cloud9, we're going to get the same thing from last year. You don't know what Cloud9 you're going to get. We got to wait.
It doesn't matter who's on the squad. You never know.
You could have a Cloud9 that almost eliminates Space Station fucking top 12 in their own home event. Or you could have a Cloud9 who are out right away. You know what I mean? Like, you never know what Cloud9 you're going to get.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can absolutely see Luminosity being a top 6 team. For sure. For sure. Nemesis top 6, and that's another thing too. Like, we have Nemesis as well. They're really fucking good. All right, we're good. No more ad break. We're done. All right.
We're back.
We're back. Thank you, Tools. Greatly appreciated. For those who sat through the ads over on LVT, appreciate it. Glad you did so. For those who got the Twitch Turbo, this guy, fuck ads, dude. Or if you're subbed over there, I don't think you get ads either. So there you go. You guys heard about Twitch Prime? Any fucking primers in the chat? Either chat. Cajun Spice, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show.
Thank you.
All right. God damn it.
Back to the format?
Back to the format. Thank you, Will. Here we go. So, when did teams find out about the change to the traditional format? Because again, before the ad break, we had talked about how the FaZe Kaysan event had one best of 7 in the grand finals. Okay. So there was no advantage coming from the winner's side. It was one singular best of 7 in the grand finals. So Legend replied to somebody on Twitter and said, knew after we won the winners finals. Okay. So after they had won winners, Legend finds not after, now again, let's make sure this is understood. It was just Legend who had found out at that time. He's not speaking for everybody because we have other takes here.
Right.
But for Legend, he found out after they had won winners finals. Okay. Best Man, the coach of Shopify, replied to an individual as well and was like, it's just a one-day tourney. 2 best of 5s might have been okay, but the rules were sent like last week, so we knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The plot thickens. And then from Kaysan himself, he said, one-day tournament. Everyone knew about it over a week ago. HCS made the rules. Let's not complain about everything. We saw some great Halo today and great reps before the Optic Major. So, it had been provided over a week in advance of what the format was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Will, before I go, let's get your take first. Because I'm wondering if we're aligned on this.
Okay. Putting it all together real quick. Do I personally like that it was a single best of 7? No. It's a double elim bracket. Would have loved to see a reset or an advantage given to the team coming from winners. We did see some great Halo in that best of 7. Wish I could have saw more.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
What I didn't like was the complaining on Twitter right after you lost.
Yep.
Information was provided to the teams. Obviously, it didn't get to at least Legend that we know of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not disagreeing with their takes that they, again, should have had an advantage or something for that grand finals. It was the bashing of it right after you lost. It just gave off the sore loser vibe. Didn't appreciate it. It sucks. I get it. Exhibition event, though. 1-day tourney. It was provided over a week ago. Let's move on, I guess. What are your thoughts? You're holding back over there.
A lot of people are going to be really mad at me for what I'm about to say. Deal with it. If the rules if the rules were provided to you over a week in advance. Now, again, I can understand, I can empathize, and I can agree. Tools, like what you said, this is what continuation was made for. I can completely understand that. And frankly, I kind of miss the old days of the MLG where we had continuation series for grand finals.
Yeah.
I do miss it. But if the rules were provided for the teams over a week in advance of the Invitational, a non-roadmap event, deal with it. It's literally that simple. If you were a player who did not know ahead of time, and regardless of whenever you were notified of it, that's on you. That's on your coach. That's on your team. That's on your organization. If the rules were provided however much time in advance, obviously if it was a day in advance versus a week and a half or whatever, you can fucking complain all you want. But the fact of the matter is, if the rules were provided a week and a half in advance, you should have known. You should have known. I'm sorry. I know people are going to be mad at me for what I'm saying right now. I don't fucking care.
Yeah. Electrum states, the argument of knowing what the format was going to be before the tournament is such a weak argument, in my opinion. Just because they knew it doesn't mean it isn't a subpar format. I don't think Formal is arguing that they didn't know, just that the single Elam best of 7 and grand finals is a bad idea. I don't disagree.
I don't disagree.
I don't disagree either. My problem with it is that it's right after you just lost the event. You know, like that's got to be coming out in frustration. Your team should have known beforehand. Raise questions about the tournament format before the tournament takes place. What's complaining after the fact going to do? And I get it. Like maybe you want to make changes for future tournaments, provide constructive criticism at that point, which may have been happening, but it just, at the point the tweets came out, like someone said in chat, you could see Legend tweeting from his station as they were showing the team standing up and whatnot. You know?
First up, Frosty, welcome. I did compare you to Steph Curry earlier, by the way.
Yeah.
But no, here's my rebuttal. Okay? Here's my rebuttal. Let's say they all knew. Okay? Let's just say that Legend knew in advance and everything.
Yeah.
Chet, here's a question for you. You think they're not going to try as hard? Do you think they're not going to try as hard? Do you think they're going to throw it? I'd fucking hope not. You're playing to win no matter what. You're playing to beat the team in front of you. Plain and simple. Nick, stop it. Nick, stop it. Because now people are going to fucking run with that. Yeah. Stop it.
You just got clipped out of context and you're going to be posted all over Reddit tonight.
People are literally going to take that out of context. Stop it, dude. Seriously, please. Oh my God, dude. It boggles my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And like I said, like I said before, I don't think that the format is the correct thing to do. I think there should have been reset, or continuation would have been great.
No, I can agree with that as well. The format was not great. Especially learning about it after the fact. It was not great. We can all agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that players handled it after the fact, and the way that, again, if the event rules were provided a week and a half in advance, that's on you, bud. Like, you can't be throwing middle fingers in the air, like saying, I was done wrong. Like, motherfucker, they were out ahead of time.
Royal 2 was throwing some middle fingers.
Oh, you are? Hey. But seriously. Like, it just... come on, man. And frankly, like... We're not here to make friends with anybody. Like, but I have nothing against Legend as a player. I have nothing against Legend as a person. I have nothing against Formo as a player, Formo as a person, right? We have nothing against anybody. But when you immediately go to your phone after that, he has since deleted some of the tweets, obviously, and he put out an apology, and that's great.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the fact it got to that in the first place. I get that tensions are high. I get that emotions are high. I understand completely. But come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You got to know these guys are fired up, competing, no matter what. It's like I've stated, it's exhibition, whatever, but they're still going all out.
Mm-hmm.
First kind of land test of the year, and they want to win. And I get that it's frustrating not having an advantage from winners.
Yeah.
I do believe a team should, but that, again, to reiterate, it was provided in advance on what this would be. And like you said, Josh, deal with it.
You just have to fucking deal with it, man. And again, like it, based off what Legend was saying and him not knowing until after they had already won Winners Final, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, yes, that sucks that you didn't know until that point when you were already locked into grand finals from the winner's side. That sucks. I empathize with that. I genuinely do. That fucking sucks. But if the rules were out there a week in advance, come on. Like, there's some responsibility that has to be taken there. Especially as a professional player. I'm sorry, Will. I'm done. Go ahead.
I was going to kind of make a jab, but I wonder if Tusk knew and, the changeover happened and then Lunchbox didn't get the memo.
Ooh! That'd be fucking funny, actually. Mammoth Mitten, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. I guess I just still don't get why we're so hung up on it, or hung up on when they found out. It's because that's where one of the issues lies. Like, yes, the format sucked, but yeah.
So, Bo, it is what it is. Let's move on.
Agreed. But either way, before we move on, Will, I want to ask you overall thoughts on the event and overall thoughts on the teams that competed. Obviously, we'll have our Arlington preview in a couple weeks, but where are you at?
I personally love the event, seeing these top teams compete on LAN again, some high-level competition. Loved that they had players on the desk, or on the couch, I should say. Provided some extra perspective to what's going on.
Royal 2 was in for a series as well.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Really fucking cool.
My thoughts on the teams themselves. FaZe look good. They took fourth here, but they can win an event.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
Don't count them out. SSG are looking better and better as time goes on. It's just what point will they get to?
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to get to the point, like Lucid says, where, like, look out for them? Because I think they do need to, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess I'll just say progress to an Optic or Shopify level. And I think they can get there.
That is the expectation.
Yes.
That is the expectation.
With where FaZe and SSG are, it seems like we're going to have an Optic Shopify battle. A lot.
It's what it feels like, yes, right now.
Will Optic get over the second place hump? That's still a question for me at this point. Will Shopify continue this dominance we've seen in the online format and at the first LAN? That best of 7 was really close. It could have really gone either way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So it's going to come down to the clutch factor, in my opinion. And I think we're in for a very exciting year of Halo.
Absolutely. And the other thing, too, is if you go back and watch the event, right, it's things, I mean, you guys should go watch that LVT video that they did with breaking down the Scrim game. If you haven't already, please go watch that. But something to take away from like actually watching the games being played in these events is you can really pinpoint like very specific plays, very specific setups that can make or break a game, right? We saw there was a CTF on Aqua that basically it was kind of stagnant both sides. It was neck and neck, both sides, trying to get a pull, trying to get a cap, whatever it is. And then there was a breakthrough moment and a back-to-back cap and went immediately. Like literally they had all like 3 or 4 dead, get the flag, run it. The person's still playing in the base. They're getting the spawn kills. They get the next run. They get another cap. That's 2 in a row in less than 30 seconds. It's those moments. It's those individual moments, those individual plays that can make or break a game, make or break a series.
All it takes sometimes is getting them on that spawn rotation. You could have a top tier team just get caught on spawn rotation, being 1 or 2 down at the wrong time, and that objective game just runs away.
Yep. Absolutely.
I feel like any of these top 4 teams can do it to the other.
I couldn't agree more. Any other thoughts on the event?
Bring on Arlington.
Oh,
this was great. Little preview to what we might get. I love the passion, I guess I would say, from the players.
Mm-hmm.
Lucid being fired up about his team. When Royal 2 flipped off, I don't know if he was flipping. It looked like he was flipping his screen off or something, but probably across the way.
Yeah.
I think it was Last Shot that was sitting next to him.
Yeah.
Kind of looked at him doing it. He's like, I'm going to do it too.
Yeah.
Loved that moment.
It was awesome.
Loved Best Man's flop onto the couch.
Yep.
And the pose at the end.
That was good too.
Oh man. It was great to watch as a spectator.
I agree completely. The couch segments that took place, having the players on consistently after series and whatnot to get their thoughts and to break things down. The fact that they had Royal 2 on for literally an entire series to break things down as well and get that pro player perspective is just amazing to see. And to see live, right? To see in real time, really, really fucking cool. The other thing too is, and I replied to an onset tweet as well. And the thing that really got me, the thing that I really enjoyed the most is like, it really felt like remember the level 50 LAN as well?
Yeah.
It felt, this is going to sound stupid. This is legitimately going to sound stupid, but hear me out. It felt laid back. It felt comforting. It felt chill. It just felt, again, this is going to sound stupid, but it felt like home.
Let me ask you this.
Go for it.
Is there something to be said then about going away from this super professional high production league? I mean, Kaysan event was still high production.
Yes.
But is there something to be said to dialing it back to more of the LAN feel of previous days?
I think you can integrate both. I think you can have the super professional like desk and everything, but integrate some of that, for lack of a better term, grassroots, home feeling, cozy vibes, right? Whether that be the introduction of just a couch instead of a desk, or whether that be, and I know, again, keep in mind here, guys, this wasn't a major, right?
Mm-hmm.
Majors, typically players are going to and from stations. They don't want to sit and chat necessarily. They want to get to their thing. They want to practice more. They want to go do it. They want to relax before their next series, whatever it is. Some players, not all are like that, but it's a different environment, right? It's a different vibe. But having that opportunity to have a player who may not have a series for a while, if they're able to take that break and maybe step up onto the desk and have that chat, break things down a little further, have a little bit more of that conversation, break down those barriers, break down those walls, I think it'd be very beneficial. Now, additionally, I want to say that with LVT, right? And I'm not just trying to blow smoke up their ass right now, but like seriously, with LVT, with their couches that they have at events, they do get to have this type of opportunity where they're able to have like a player that's going by from a match or whatever, sit down, have that chat, have that interactivity with the chat and with those that are in attendance and try and carry that vibe, right? Bring some of the vibe from the grassroots scene into that major format. And hopefully we see more of that this year. But yeah, I think there is that opportunity to have both, to have kind of the best of both worlds, right? And obviously Onset and Bravo joked about it during the Kaysan event, like we just want couches all the time. And that'd be great. Don't get me wrong. But I think there is that opportunity to have the best of both worlds. OG with the gifted sub to Grog and OG with the 2-month resub. You're going to get a woo woo. Thank you so very much.
Double woo.
Double woos. And Merc, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, overall, I think the event was great. I do. And LVT did their own stream as well. They did their own broadcast as well. So it's just, I thought the broadcasts were amazing. I thought it was really, really great to get the players on the couch immediately, break things down further, have more of that connection, and get that perspective, right? And obviously, with arguably the 4 best teams in the league,
yeah,
we'll see how Arlington shakes up, right? But with arguably the 4 best teams in the league competing on LAN for the first time, felt pretty fucking good. It felt really good watching them play.
It brought back my excitement for the season.
Oh, so good.
Or heightened it, I should say.
It was so good. So fucking good. Sir Assassin, we missed you too. Welcome back. Good to see you. It's just, Mr. Chief says everyone had more fun, it looked like. Yeah. Because again, it wasn't a major, right? Yes, there was a good amount of money on the line. There was only 4 teams there. You'd play your series, you'd hang out. The teams were mixed together for the show match that took place. We didn't even talk about the fucking show match, Will.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about the show match. Talk about S&D Extraction. That's not in HCS mode. By the way, in case you fucking forgot, again, it's not in HCS mode. Okay?
PSA.
Fuck. God damn it.
So S&D Extraction.
Yes. Sucking that dick extraction. What?
Oh my God.
Cream cannons?
What are your thoughts, Josh?
Cream cannons? God. Xerxes with the LVT 6-month resub. You get a woo! That's right. If you sub to LVT, you're getting woos too. Just throwing that out there. Jen, God damn it. No, Jen, no. Real quick, not to like lean into this more, but the Leo says, I'm all for toxic negativity as long as people own it. Some of you people in the chat are real hypocrites. I'm not going to delve into that deeper. The one thing I will call out, and I talked to you about this before we went live, is the people. So Last Shot was streaming the other day. Okay?
Oh, yes.
Last Shot was streaming yesterday or the day before, whatever it was. He streams all the time, but like he was streaming the other day, and people were including their opinions about SSG in his chat. And Last Shot was like fucking bringing them down, and like Last Shot gets it, right? And he's not blowing smoke up people's asses either. I'm using that phrase a lot this episode. But no, he understands the players that are on these teams. He understands the caliber of talent that are on these teams. He understands that these teams can win. SSG have things to figure out. Shopify have things to figure out. Optic have things to figure out. All these teams have things to figure out, right? But it was so fucking funny. It was so fucking funny when Snakebite shows up in the chat and you see this tone shift. You see the fucking tone shift. Everybody that was talking shit were like, oh, you guys are fucking great. Like, you guys are going to be awesome. I'm like, you fucking idiots. Stand on your dumbass business, guys. Come on. If you're going to throw out some obscene dumbass opinions, stand on it. Okay? You never know. You might be right down the line. You never know. You never know. But don't fucking backpedal. Come on, man.
As soon as he shows up.
It was so fucking funny, dude. I saw his name appear, and like he was obviously thankful for the support and everything because Snakebite's a good guy. But like I saw those, like I just saw the fucking tone do a 180. I'm like, oh God. It was so fucking funny, dude. Oh man. Here's an idea. Just don't have shit takes. And if you do, stand on it. I have shit takes. Do I backtrack? No. I'm wrong all the fucking time. Jesus Christ. Come on, man. Unbelievable. Sir Assassin with the 2-month resub. You get a whoa. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. You gifted PJ a sub and last shot. Let's go. Hell yeah, dude. Shout out you. Shout out PJ. Shout out last shot.
So the extraction mode, right?
Oh, sorry, real quick. Bloodless says, don't have shit takes, words to live by. Absolutely.
There you go.
All right. That's all. Fresh, I do. That's not even a fuck. That's a great take. I am bad at the game. Next. S&D extraction. Will's trying to get me back on the ball here for a while. I'm sorry, Will.
It's all good. All good.
So so what are your thoughts on the mode? We had a mixture of teams.
Yes.
Right? So the top 4 teams all had like a player or two from each of theirs on these teams. So it wasn't the traditional rosters of what you'd see. Round based, first to 7, right?
Yep.
You'd have credits that you'd earn throughout each round to buy stuff, to buy your loadout, whatever it is, like a CS. Yeah. What are your thoughts, Will? What'd you think? Not in HCS mode, by the way.
Not in HCS mode. I think there's more potential there than what they have.
Ooh. Good take.
I believe we saw a lot of shotguns, which I get it. That's a play style. You hide in the corner with the shotgun. Mm-hmm. I think some changes can be made, and either to economy or like how often they're. Well, yeah, it'd probably just have to be an economy change. Right?
In this economy? Sorry.
Something that like Valorant and CS do in these modes that Halo could also take is like shields don't recharge, right? If you get hit in CS, your armor gets taken off. Maybe that can be another thing that is added to the buy list is shields. You start with health, low, like just your plain health, and you buy shields to upgrade like you buy armor in CS.
Now, for the record, right now, you do have shields, obviously, and I believe they recharge slower than normal. I think when I was watching that the shields recharge slower. Chat, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Please do, because I'm wrong all the time. Please correct me if I'm wrong here, but I thought I saw that they recharge slower than what they normally do.
And if you take away that shield recharge, it creates more opportunities because like in Valorant, in CS, if you lose a fight, but you've still done enough damage, it's an easy cleanup for your team.
Yeah.
Where with the play style of Halo, numbers advantage is huge, right?
Oh, yeah.
So if your team goes down a player and the other team's able to get all their shield and health back, you're kind of at a big deficit in a mode like this.
I think it was literally said during the broadcast as well that like, I think Clutch was talking about how he'd rarely see like a 1v4 situation, you know?
Yeah.
And like, if we're using CS as an example, right? You have the ability, even if you're like fucking 13 health out of 100, right? all you need is the one headshot.
Yeah, one head tap.
Like that's all you need. So if you're able to get that flick on an opponent, or if you outplay the opponent, like you can still get that kill. Or in Halo, it's so much harder to do that if your team is running together, good luck.
Right.
Like good luck is the opposing team. If you're not working together, then good fucking luck. I don't feel like you have that outplayability in this that you do within that CS environment.
Right. And even so, like let's take that 1v4 situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the way weapons roll over in CS Valorant.
Yep. That
doesn't happen, right? You have to rebuy every round. You can't pick up enemies' weapons to keep for the next round. So, if you do go down in a 1v4 situation, maybe you can get a pick or two in CS to take that weapon away from the enemy team and take a hit on their economy to have to rebuy that weapon.
But in Valorant, you can, right?
What do you mean?
In Val, you can pick up weapons.
Right. In Val and CS and Halo.
God. I was like, wait, where the fuck is my mind going? I was like, wait a second. I thought you could in CS.
Like,
what?
Like,
sorry, I'm fucking gone.
Your weapon disappears every round. So like you can't get a pick on a player, take their stalker or whatever and hide or let the round run out to have a better economy for next round.
Yeah.
There's a layer missing there that could add to this mode.
Adding to that thought, right? Fresh says, I think you shouldn't regen shields and instead put health packs around the map for you to regen. And then Leo takes a step as well and goes, removing shield regen would help, but the problem is that some weapons may be too easy to get that one bullet headshot kill. A BR is almost an automatic headshot. And then also my thought process goes to we know how strong the Bulldog is. We literally saw it in the show match. And my worry would be a Breakout 2.0 situation. Obviously in that was awful, but I liked Breakout, by the way. Breakout 2.0, not so good. And the fact that everyone spawned with shotguns was awful.
I agree.
So
my counter to that is the economy in the game should not allow you to get a Bevo or a BR when your team does not have money to buy the shields, right? So everyone starts with a lower tier weapon than a BR or Bevo. Bandit Evo, for those who have not been around, we call that the Bevo here.
It's true. We do.
To make it harder to, like a pistol round in CS, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then it really comes in, like it, they probably wanted to make its own thing for Halo, but there's so many layers in this type of mode that makes it enjoyable in a Valorant and CS that I think it's not quite hitting the mark for me here.
I can understand that. Going back to the shield regen thing for just a minute, Leo said they said in the broadcast that they work the same way. Okay, perfect. So like I said, I'm wrong all the time. So I was wrong there. Thank you for that info, Leo. Appreciate it. And then Bossa says they need to do the opposite. Increase shield regen speed so someone can 1v4. I agree with you that it's not there yet. Yeah. That it doesn't feel like it's there yet. It feels like there should be a tweak that happens in some capacity, whichever way you want the pendulum to swing, right?
Yeah.
There needs to be an adjustment there because if you keep things at the base level, again, this is going to be a ranked mode, not an HCS mode. So we got to keep things in mind there as well. Okay. The other thing I wanted to the other thing I wanted to talk about was there was a comment earlier as well regarding the UI. And actually, I think it might have been Leo as well that said it. Yeah, he says, can't say I like the UI for choosing weapons and items. It's this was made in Forge, but not in a good way.
Mm. Well, we didn't even get to see the full menu, right? Because the observer was just showing like what area they were selecting, not exactly what guns they were selecting, just like if they were in weapons or grenades, thrust, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It did feel weird though. Like when I saw the players tinkering with it when they were loading into the match, I'm like, oh, this feels not very intuitive. It feels like Forge is a very, very, like, what the fuck word am I looking for? Not in depth, but versatile. Forge is a very versatile tool, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can create literal game modes, as we've seen multiple times, scripting, whatever it may be. You can add music, a whole shebang. It's more in depth than it ever has been. It's more versatile than it ever has been before. But it just feels like we're reaching, like, obviously I don't think it's true, but it feels like we're reaching limits of what the capability is with how that UI is designed.
Sure.
It's, again, just how it feels.
Yeah. No, I get that. It didn't look polished.
Yeah. Tool says it's just a Forge creation. You can't really fault it for that. No, and that's the thing. It's like I'm keeping the expectations in mind that it is something that was made in Forge, right? With the tools that are provided to every player that loads the game. That's massive. That is fucking massive. But it doesn't mean I can't look at it for what it is and talk about it how it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of it. I think it can be fun. I liked how the players looked like they were having some fun with it as well.
Yeah, you saw some smiles, some laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, to the viewers at home.
Oh, here we go.
And to the listeners at home. I'm leaning into the mic. I'm leaning into the camera. You can't tell if you're listening, but hey, it's not an HCS mode. Okay? Good talk. Riz, fuck you. Jesus Christ. I'm going to go way back in chat for a second here because the question was from Nomi. Did you guys talk about SSG? We did. Oscar asks, should SSG and FaZe trade for Snakebite and Penguin? No. Next. God damn.
Gosh.
I'm telling you, man. They need to make a roster. No, they fucking don't, dude.
Not yet.
No, they don't. Stop it.
Only if things crumble.
Oh, my God, dude. What are we talking about? Xerxes says they're definitely making an HCS mode after Major 2. All right. That was fun. Oscar says, hard no, LMAO. That's right. That's fucking right. Shout out to Kaysan for throwing the event. Really, really cool that we had this off-season thing happen before the real season kicked off.
Yeah.
And especially considering it was a LAN. It wasn't just an online invitational, right? This was really, really cool to see. The vibes were immaculate. Again, love the pro players coming out of the couch. Love the questions that Bravo and Onset were asking them. And I think everybody did a great job. Obviously, the game can be fucky at times. We had some delays in game starting and so on and so forth. But, you know, it comes with the territory. Nothing can be perfect. But just from an event as a whole, it was awesome to see. And if that was just the kickoff for what the year could be, oh man, we're in for a fucking treat. Said it every single year, Will. And I know I sound like a fucking broken record at this point. I'm not going to say beating a dead horse because we went through that whole thing before. But seriously though, we've said it before. We'll say it again. I'm going to sound like a broken record at this point if I haven't already. Every year has only gotten better. In terms of the competition, in terms of the games that are being played, every year has only gotten better. And the fact that we've never had, guys, it still blows my mind. We've never had an official year 4 regardless of the HCS era, right? We've never had a year 4. And this is an official year 4. With an official roadmap and 3 majors and a world championship for $1 million prize pool still. We're in uncharted territory. And if this is any indication of what the last 3 years have been, it's only gonna be better. And frankly, that's fucking insane to think about.
Yeah. It's going to be a great year.
It's going to be a great fucking year. Strap the fuck in. All right. That's it for the topic.
All right.
Let's move on to the final segments of the show. It's time for Cut of the Games Watch. First up. This kind of rhymes, by the way.
It does.
Yeah, you like that?
Nice
you
job.
like that?
Nice job.
Thanks. Optic drop Pred. Sign Hook again. This is by Optic Gaming. The two tweets. They drop Pred, they pick up Hook again.
Did you see Optic's April Fool's tweet?
I hated it.
Yeah.
I actually hated it. I felt like it was, maybe I'm going to be fucking, oh, this guy's a fucking loser. I don't fucking care. Like, it felt so tone deaf to me.
Yeah, considering the situation the team's going through.
Yeah.
I didn't like it either.
Like, I felt so bad. Now, maybe they let Hook know ahead of time or whatever. It's at the end of the day, it's a joke. But, like, seriously, it just felt so tone deaf given the situation.
I don't know. I opened Twitter and that's the top graphic. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, son of a.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, it was. Yeah. I think there was better options out there for them.
Yeah. But with that said, very happy that Hook is back. I think he had earned his spot anyway.
Yes.
Like prior to when they dropped him again. But now he's on the roster, officially on the roster. And obviously it's online. Doesn't fucking matter. But their scrim results have been good so far. So hopefully things are clicking there. This is not official. But the talks out there is that what if Kenny comes to Rocker?
Oh, yes. I did see that.
So I'm of two mindsets here. On the one hand, having that winning talent, and not just winning talent, because we've had winning talent on the team before. For those who don't know, we're in Minnesota. We've had winning talent before, but we hadn't had recent winning talent before. So the fact that we have a potential to get recent winning talent on the team, that champion mentality could be good. Thinking of it like a Shopify, right?
Yeah.
Where you get a Royal 2 and a Frosty, champions, recent champions, that veteran mentality coming in can be good for the team. On the other hand, if he does sign with us, I am really, really scared for him because it could hurt his legacy further. Because if things don't work out and he's not that player that we all expect him to be, whether it be because of the team or whatever, it could hurt his legacy further. And that's what I'm worried about because Rocker can do that to people.
Sure.
We're not good. And then, yes, Bloodlust. The other thing as well, right, is that Pred got picked up by the Falcons. So clearly it looks like they're going through a rebuild. And thank fucking God they did. I see.
Yeah, I was going to say, Josh, we haven't done this in a while, but
oh, you're doing the thing.
Going back to Rostermania for a second, some news dropped during the show. Tweet from Dark Inside, a.k.a. Dead Inside, a.k.a. Dark Inside GG on Twitter. This is not an April Fool's joke. Please welcome the one and only Kid Nasty to the Dark Inside. To the dark side, sorry. He'll be joining Sylvanic, Lido, and Morgan this HCS season. We cannot be more excited to have this young gun teaming with us for the year.
Congratulations.
So congrats, Kid Nasty, stepping into that spot, and we'll see what the squad can do.
Absolutely. Ronan says could be like Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. Never compare Kenny to Aaron Rodgers. Let's not do that. And also, I hope it's not like that. Fuck Aaron Rodgers, dude. I hope it's not like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have the Falcons been able to win a series yet? I stopped watching when they're like 0-14. No, I don't think they have. They've won maps, but they never won a series.
Yeah, they've won maps.
Yeah.
I haven't been paying attention much this year, to be honest.
They're fucking dog shit. Like, I make fun of the Rocker for being bad because we are not good. But, like, the Falcons, literally dog shit. I'm sorry. Like, I calls it as I sees it. They are bad. So there you go. Beth says they still haven't won a hard point. Holy fucking moly, dude.
Ouch.
Yikes. So yeah, if they drop their fucking low tier challengers talent and they pick up Pred and pick up some pieces around them, maybe they could win a series for once. Talk about a team that bought their fucking spot. That's a whole other rant that we're not going to get to right now. But yeah, shout out to Hook for being back on Optic. I really hope it does work out for them, like genuinely, because the last thing I want to see is Hook get dropped again because he doesn't fucking deserve it. And like I said, I believe in earning your spot, and he clearly earned his spot previously before they dropped him again. So seeing him back on the team, it looks like they have a revitalization to them with Skies there, now Hook as well. Like I said, scrims appear to be going well. It's only online. It doesn't fucking matter. So yeah, very curious what's going to happen for if there's another minor coming up or whatever before the major. Regardless, I'm very curious how they perform at the next major, and we'll have to go from there. Pred to the Falcons, good for him. Hopefully they actually pick up some good pieces around him.
He's going to need more. They need more than just Pred.
1,000%. And frankly, we need more than just Kenny.
Yes.
So if Kenny does sign with us, it's not confirmed yet. If he does, we need pieces around that too. If we want to be I use the word contender loosely because you really look at like 3, maybe 4 teams actually contending.
That midfield, right?
Yeah. But we've always been in that midfield. I want to get us
like that fringe top 4 team.
I want to be a top 4 team.
Yeah.
And I know that's hard, but I do. Beth says, I was wrong. Falcons are 0-27 in hardpoint.
Ouch.
Wow. Oofda doofda. All right. Bloodlust says, can he be huge for y'all, though? People forget he knows how to play the game and win, more importantly. No, I agree with you, Bloodlust. I agree with you 100%. That's my thing, right? Is that the champion mentality, that veteran mentality, and the fact that he's won recently. He's won recently in a modern COD title. That instills more confidence in me. Obviously, hopefully he figures out everything within himself and all that is taken care of. Because obviously I want him to be okay. I want his mental to be okay. But, yeah. That's all. That's it for COD Games Watch. It's time for Will's Adventures with an A-Lovers. Other games just for me, too. Will, what'd you play last?
Still on the infinite grind. That's all I've pretty much been doing.
But you already hit hero. Yeah,
still playing ranked. Getting into some BTB. I've been enjoying it more. To get out of super competitive mode all the time. I need to be a better driver. I'm horrible in a Warthog. I flip the thing. I hit rocks. I stall. Yeah, need to get better at that. But yeah, show was postponed today. I was traveling. I got to play on Texas Fiber.
How'd that feel?
When you get the 15 ping server, it feels great.
Yeah.
If you're in that like 30 to 40 range, it's horrible. Blanks everywhere. It's frustrating. Yeah.
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 Love that for you.
So yeah, that's all I've been playing this Halo.
Hell yeah.
What about you, Josh?
Played a couple games. Halo as well. Did the community play date. Always a good time. For the new folks out there, if you want to join our play dates, every Friday, we try to. Every Friday, 8 p.m. Central. Join our Discord. It's free. And come hang out with us. We play some mini games and stuff in Halo. It's a good time. Or just join up in the 8s that they got going on every single, they try to get them every day, basically.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a good time. Ranks of all ranks welcome. Just don't be a shitter. Leave the ego at the door. Come and join us for some fun. And I played some Destiny too. Pancakes and Act 3 came out for Heresy today. Yeah, today as a matter of fact. But we literally just started Act 2. So that's that. We're just playing some Destiny 2. It's a good time. That's all I got. Which means, Will, I think it's time we get into some shoutouts. Actually, I lied. Ronan said South of Midnight coming out next week. I'm looking forward to that one. Agreed. Very much looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to Claire Obscure Expedition 33, or whatever the fuck it's called. Really fucking excited for that as well. Now, shoutouts. Happy belated birthday to Meg, Strawberry, and Pure Delight. Happy belated birthday to everyone. Congratulations. Speaking of Madison, Strawberry, congratulations to Eli and Madison on their engagement announcement. Congratulations to you two. That's amazing. Congratulations to Brian and his significant other on their pregnancy announcement. Brian, formerly of Native Gaming, now of Envy. Speaking of babies, congratulations to Austin Webrink and his significant other on their welcoming of Coulson into the world. Congratulations to you two as well. Hope everyone's doing well there. Speaking of eights, shout out to everyone who joined in the eights over the last week. Hope everyone had some fun there. Shout out to everyone who joined in the community playdate. Hope everyone had some fun. Vibes were pretty fucking cool. Did some fun mini games. There was always a good time. Shout out to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. From the LVT side, we had Riz, Thunder, Reckoner, and Xerxes with the resubs. Shout out to you guys. You'll get a woo in just a second here. And then over on our side of things, give me a moment. We had Myers, Badger, Ruthless, Headlock, and Tybo. Thank you guys for the follows. Holt with the 17-month resub. Haley with the raid. Jay Niners with the 2-month resub. Dallas Snipes with the follow. Sin with the 200 bits. Manuel with the follow. Thank you so much. Fulcrum with the 21-month resub. Hate, Fears, Redneck Randy. Thank you guys for the follows. Captain Mo with the 20-month resub. The Spartan Knight, Reckoner, Just Dads. I'm telling you, we're going to start an Only Dads. Stouffer, Lights and Lights. Thank you guys for the follows. Rasta with the 12-month resub. Jumpy with the 33-month resub. Arbiter, Tenny, Hyper, Cajun Spice, Mammoth Mitten, Merc. Thank you guys for the follows. OG with the gifted sub. OG with the 2-month resub. And Sir Assassin with the 2-month resub. I apologize. Thank you all so very much. You all get a woo! Greatly appreciated as always. And then, if you want to show us a little extra support over on the Patreon, shout out to everyone who's a patron at the semi-pro and higher tiers. That includes Unbroken Soul, Hardy Class, Blackout, Diode, Pancakes, Ashley, Voodoo Man, Rostermania Jr., Stego, Raider, Hater, Peanut, 1-1, Swall, Daddy Phantom, Riz, Zard, High Tech, Redneck, Goalie, Cyber, Heavy Raid, Fall, Delated, our board. Thank you so much for the extra support over on the Patreon. Will's going to shout that out in just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Community Creations, Will.
Mm-hmm.
Got a few here. Halo memes every day. Reddit.com/r/Halo memes. Go check it out. Next up, Eli X Infinite Montage by Xander Edits. Go check that out. Shopify Kaysan graphics. This is by Sheetal. Go check those out because they were fucking awesome. So today was April Fool's. And
oh yeah.
So today was April Fool's. And normally we don't do anything for the quote unquote holiday, but we had a reply to a tweet a while ago when we took the week off, right? Because I was in Canada.
Yes.
We had a reply to the tweet from Poncho, as a matter of fact. And Poncho said, you guys should have just done an hour-long video, like an hour-long show of just doing the Mind Freak button over and over again. And I took that and I locked it in. And I'm like, wouldn't that be really fucking stupid and funny for an April Fool's joke?
I remember us discussing, and you just, I don't think it was like the repeat. I think it was just like a few times. Like just over and over again. Just go and then have different pictures of Chris Angel pop up.
So I reached out to Juan, our shorts editor, as a matter of fact. Shout out to All in Juan.
Mm-hmm.
He's amazing. He also does work for LVT, as a matter of fact. So I reached out to Juan and I'm like, hey man, not to spoil the surprise, but would you be able to, this is going to sound weird, but hear me out. You know, like slideshow videos that you'd see at a wedding or a funeral, whatever it is, of just the pictures of the family or the person or whatever, it just goes to different pictures. Would you be able to do that, make it exactly an hour long, and have pictures of the Mind Freak roster and Chris Angel from Chris Angel's Mind Freak, and just go back and forth for an hour? He's like, yeah, I can do that. And I'm like, I want to do you one better. Can you also, at the literal midway point in the video, put this very short clip from the Beyblade intro in there as well? Because there's a soundbite that we use that I wanted to interject in the middle of the video. And he's like, yeah. So he sent me the video. And I reviewed it, and I'm like, this is literally exactly what I wanted. Juan nailed it out of the fucking park as usual. He always does. And then I sat there. I took the video. I'm like, all right, I have an hour to kill. Let's see. Open up Audacity. Let's get some sound bites. For 5 minutes, Mind Freak. They'll put a little fuck you snag in there. 5 minutes, Mind Freak. Put a little Danny Phantom in there. All right? So then I'm like, I don't want to do this every 5 minutes. Let's do it every 10 minutes. So then every 10 minutes, 10 minutes of fucking straight Mind Freak. Then throw in a little something, something. And then the midway point happens. Oh, Snag, you haven't seen it yet? Oh, yeah, dude. You're in there. Throw a couple fuck you snags in there. Courtesy of Onset. Shout out, Mark. So at the midway point, we get the fucking Beyblade soundbite. Right smack dab there. Love it. So like I said in Discord, I'm very curious how many people actually got through the video or got through the episode. So for those who don't know, yes, we did an April Fool's episode. It's available on podcast services and on YouTube, as a matter of fact. And the title of it is, So, Are You Ready? And it's fucking hilarious, in my opinion. It's a lot.
It's got 129 views on YouTube.
Let's go. It's a lot, okay?
Oh my God.
It's a lot of Mind Freaks. There's no breaks. It's all gas, no breaks. If you're not first, you're last, okay? It's that type of shit. There's literally no pause. So, if you want to listen to the Mind Freak soundbite over and over and over and over again, along with some little ones sprinkled in for good measure, kind of break up the monotony, go check it out. Or don't. That's fine too. Because frankly, I don't fucking blame you. But it's really funny for me. And then finally, you may be asking yourself, Josh, what's that fucking shirt you're wearing? Oh, this little thing? Little LVT grassroots tee. They have a few left. You can go get some yourself in the LVT chat. If you type an exclamation point merch, go check it out. But that's not all. No. That's not all. You see, Will, you're going to be in attendance.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be at Arlington. Well, guess what they're going to have there?
What's that?
They're going to have a LAN exclusive variant of this very t-shirt available at the event in person.
Alrighty then.
What do you think about that? You like that?
I can't. I'm exhausted, man.
There will be 150 shirts available at Arlington. That's not 150 of each size. That is 150 total spread among sizes. Okay? The majority are large and extra large. Okay, but they have some smalls, some mediums, some double XL, triple XL, quad XL. I think even a couple, like one or two 5XLs. Okay? Limited to 150. If you want the shirt, go get it. Riz, you're on the clock. All right? You are my designated merch mule. You will retrieve for me one LAN exclusive t-shirt from LVT. In a large, preferably. And then you will ship it to me. Or you'll hand it to Will, and Will bring it to me. And then I will be happy. Thank you very much. So yes, only 150 will be available. So if you're in attendance, please stop by their table, stop by their booth, whatever they're going to have set up there. Make sure you get your t-shirt, because it's going to be a variant of this one that's currently on me. And this one's fucking amazing. Okay. And it's designed once again by Uriel. And Uriel did an amazing job for our after party stuff last year. And he does amazing work. So please pick up a shirt if you can. If you're going to be in attendance, go pick it up. And fucking make him sell out of it. Make him sell out of it. Go show your support. Will?
Yeah.
Before you plug the show, last time, thank you to LVT for reaching out and allowing us to do this with you guys and your guys' community. The other thing I want to give a real shout out to is chat. I want to give a big shout out to chat. You guys kept things civil. You guys added to the discussion. You guys were respectful. Thank you very much for doing so. Really, really fucking do appreciate it. And hey, maybe this doesn't have to be the end. Maybe this doesn't have to be the end. We'll have to wait and see. Will, you sexy motherfucker, plug this fucking show.
As Josh mentioned before, we do have a Patreon where we do a little extra content, video show, audio show, Q&As, things like that. It's all over there. Go check it out, patreon.com/HCS Pro Talk. As always, you can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We're on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, and Josh's favorite,
Pocket Cast. Still not an ad. We'll probably never be.
If you want to find us on the socials or out there on the interwebs, just go to our link tree. It sends you where you need to be. Discord, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and even some HCS Pro Talk merch if you're interested. You can do exclamation point link tree in chat or find it on our Twitter. It's on our Twitch too, I think. Go find us. We're out there. And then if you go to hcsprotalk.com, it'll actually send you to haloevolve.co.
You're on for Halo.
We're hosted on their site. Find folks over at Podcast Evolve partnered with us a long time ago. We partnered with them, however you want to look at it. And make sure while you're there to check out their shows as well, such as Podcast Evolve, Mission Debrief, Halo TV Plus, Book Club, Build Blocks, Halo Headlines, and Halo Gear Guide. That's all I got, Josh.
Thank you very much. Onset, welcome. I hope you get rid of the jet lag as soon as possible. Also, your backpack is officially in Texas. You can confirm?
Yeah.
Yes.
Will be delivered.
There you go. You will be handed your backpack in Arlington. So fucking hold tight, because it's there for you. I promise. Bloodlust asks, did y'all talk about the Illy crash out already? No, because, sorry, who fucking cares? Guy shouldn't have been there in the first place. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Who fucking cares? All right. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Real quick. The teams that earn travel coverage for Arlington. We have the 4. It is true. Kraken Seas from North America is the team that earned travel coverage. Okay?
Okay.
That includes Collective, Glitchy, Ice Kid, and Leaderness. Then we have Team VVS, which is Bastos, Moe's, Pantho, and Sunrise. Ether Gaming, Acid, Drift, Leo, and Trap. Jesus Christ. Tapping Buttons. My God. And then, Will, can you just hit us with one?
I suppose.
Just hit us with one.
Find it.
And finally, are you ready? Plasma Scoobmeister. Sways and Rice. Nice. Thank you, Will. God damn.
Got it.
And if you want to hear even more of that soundbite, it's there for you. Go check out our April Fool's episode. It might haunt your fucking dreams.
Yeah.
Chris Angel might haunt your fucking dreams. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us. Shout out again to LVT for having us on. Thank you so much for doing this with us. And like I said, this might not be the last time. We'll have to wait and see. We'll be back next week to talk about more shit that happens in the scene. Thank you all so very much. We'll see you next time. But until then.